Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Teasing the NFL, your destination for NFL teaser bets. I'm Daniel Saludo, along with Andrew Chang here. It is now time for this week's No Sweat Bet for Week 13 of the 2020 NFL season. But first, as always, we got to review last week, which was Week 12, and we will go through it pretty nicely. Was that shame cover, or are you yawning? I couldn't tell.
I mean, it was a little bit of both.
It was a good week, though, man. It was a really good week. I mean,
right.
I went 15-1. Really good week for me. It was a nice week for you, too. 13-3.
I was rooting for you. I was like, dude, let my boy have a perfect week. And
the Rams ruined
Jared Goff, dude.
The Rams and Sean McVay.
You and Carson Wentz, man, sharing something with the same draft classes.
That's true, yeah. That's really true.
Step into my office, sir. God, that's...
Yeah, go tell him. Go tell him Coach Chang. Go tell him Coach Chang.
I will.
So, a nice week of green overall on the spreadsheet. So, I am now 131 and 46 in individual teasers.
Damn.
Andrew is 125 and 52 in individual teasers. Ooh. So, it's really nice to have that. Good records in my very humble opinion. But it's good to have. So down to the no sweat bets. So as we said during week 12, we had 2 no sweat bets because we had special for Thanksgiving Thursday, which got adjusted on us. So we had to make an adjustment for just 2 games, and I said, we'll just live with it, and if we miss, we miss, but I wanted to do it. So no Steelers Baltimore game on Thanksgiving, so that left us with the Houston at Detroit and Washington at Dallas. I just went with 2 spreads. I went with Houston and Washington. We both went with Houston in the end, but Andrew preferred the over, which got there very nicely. I think Washington hit the over on their own.
Yeah. You know what? I did want to tell you that was a really good pick on Washington.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting them to win the game. I'm just like, it should be close. It should be within a touchdown, and I'll be fine. But they dominated pretty easily.
You know what?
So.
If you only have money line, that
I know, man. The money line that we had at the time was 135. So not a great
there's
money
no
line.
value. Yeah. But yeah, I was really surprised actually that. Well, not that you got it right, but I was very happy that, you know what? I think it was after the second A. Gibson touchdown, which I got
that was it.
killed. Yeah. I was like, bro, you don't need any more points. I think you're good.
Yeah, and he's like, no, I'll get more.
If Dallas got to come back, even if Amari Cooper got 2 touchdowns, you'd still be good.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, man, I need to score
some more. I gotta get
more. Give it to Scary Terry. I was like, dude, give it to anyone.
I needed McLaurin to get points.
I was like, give it to anyone but the running back, because that was rough.
It happens sometimes.
For sure, that was rough.
And so we had a second normal no sweat bet for that. I went with Cleveland -0.5 and the Rams -0.5. And as we all know, and I cursed them out God knows how many times. The Rams effed me pretty bad, and they did it to themselves as well, so I missed out on that.
Us.
Yeah, because we did bet on that, and we'll get to that in the bets here in a minute. Andrew had a nice choice of Green Bay -3.5 primetime. He went with the primetime teasers, which we both like to do sometimes. So Green Bay -3.5 and Seattle -0.5 hit on that, and we bet on it as well. So we'll go over that here in a minute. So I went 1-1 thanks to the Rams, and Andrew went 2-0. So totals of the no sweat bet is I'm 8-5, and Andrew is the flip on that end 5-8.
Oof,
so he's working his way back up. That's okay. He's working his way back up. It's not a problem, man. We still got weeks to go plus the playoffs, so it's gonna be there. All right.
Very true.
On to the bets. So as we said, we both bet our no sweats because we just felt like it, and it was like, okay, let's just go with it. Get a start to the week. Week was a good start for us on that Thursday, which was nice. We went then. We didn't get the lines for the early game, so about 1:30, 2 o'clock, he finally got the lines for us, and I immediately made a bet. And I said, I want this now because the Rams were still -0.5, but then Green Bay got moved down to 2.5. And I said, well, if this moves again, I want this at 2.5 right now. I just want it locked in.
I said, I'll give it to you, Danny, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay, just lock me in. And it was fine until the Rams decided not to play defense at the end of the game, which is saddening. So we both missed on the Rams and Green Bay. However, we went back and said, okay, we're going to go primetime teaser on his no sweat bet as well. We're going to hit it. So Green Bay, we got Green Bay, of course, -2.5, and Seattle down to -0.5. Seattle game might have been a little dicey at certain points, but it was good overall.
God, that was hard to watch.
Yeah, it was tough to watch.
Yeah.
And then Andrew went with Wednesday because he wanted a last stand again. I guess so.
Feel a little dicey, degenerate. I just didn't have enough for Thanksgiving week.
No, clearly you didn't.
This game was supposed to be our feast for Thanksgiving.
You wanted some extra dessert is what you wanted.
That's all right.
So Andrew took the Steelers and the under in that game. You're welcome.
Thank you.
He said the over. I'm like, no, this is an under game.
Oh,
This is an under game. Go with it. So he cashed out on that as well. Ending the week, Andrew went 3-1. I went 2-1 because I didn't bet the Steelers game. I had too many worries. So totals in the actual bets, I'm even. Finally, 16-16. Andrew's in the positive at 23 and 21.
That's by 2, but you never know. Those 2 games, there could be
could be made up. They
could
be
taken
taken
of different amounts.
All right, so we are on to this week's no sweat bet, and let's get them in. Andrew is up first.
Oh, me?
Lay them out.
Oh, okay. Well,
you always go first. You always go first, man.
Okay, so, I'm looking around these games and just, I kind of wanted to bet Houston in the noon, but I can't do that. I can't listen to my heart. I gotta listen to my wallet.
You didn't even pick Houston in the individual teaser.
That's what I'm saying, so I can't do that. But I think...
Change your mind.
I think, Danny's going to cut me a break tomorrow and say, hey, look, Andrew, we don't want to bet any noon games. Just,
I'm going to call him.
Set your fantasy.
I'm going to call him and be like, where my line's at?
Please
Where my line's at?
Please don't, dude. Just like, hey, man, set your fantasy tonight and we'll sleep on through and go for the late afternoon games because I think that's where most of your value is this week. So I'll start off. Let's start off with the first late afternoon game, which is the New York Giants versus Seattle.
I knew you were going to pick this one too.
You know what? There might not be any value to it, but you know what? With Daniel Jones being out, thank you very much. Taking Seattle at a -5 against these almost quarterbackless Giants. I won't say that, but the quarterback is Colt McCoy.
Side note on that, I didn't mention it. Daniel Jones isn't out. He's doubtful, but I think he'll suit up, but McCoy will start.
Oh, fantastic.
But yeah, so it's not like he's out, but yeah, that's just a side note.
I will still like -5. And given game time decision, I might lean on the over on that if Daniel Jones plays, but for sure, -5, Seattle.
All right.
That's a lock-in for me. My next game, because I might want to take a couple hours to myself in the morning, put some cucumbers on my eyes and just de-stress about everything in life that's going on.
You've had a long work week, so yeah, you deserve the day off.
I do. And you know what?
With the exception of waiting for my phone call.
And you know what? I think I also do deserve just a gimme. And I think that's what you're going to get with the Green Bay Packers at home against...
I did know you were going to do that. All right.
I'm wearing the colors right now. The Eagles, I don't know. With their QB situation, Carson Wentz apologizing and just not looking impressive at all. Now I really see that draft class kind of breaking down a little bit, because Goff is in the same category. But... I would take Green Bay just at -3. That's really a low margin to win against the Eagles. And, in the past I've said the Eagles just find a way to cover. And, yeah, maybe they could just lose by 14 points, but I really don't want to be that guy just going on the edge and see like, oh my God, they can't score this. Oh, they had to get a field goal. Oh, they got to go. I'd rather just be like, oh, Aaron Rodgers has it at -3. Don't make me sweat. Give me my money. So I'll take that.
All right. Sounds good. And I'm pretty good at predicting you at this point because I had a feeling you would go with both of those.
Of course.
And it's not a bad choice. I mean, 2 teams that should dominate their games and you get them under a touchdown. Yeah.
But you don't like the value of it.
They're not the best value in terms of EV. So it's not positive EV. But if you handicap a game, if you analyze it and you say it should go like this, I'm really confident about this, and I get them under a touchdown, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. If you like it, bet it. As we say in the end, if you like it, bet it. So.
Okay, Megamind, let me know what you're thinking right now. I want to pick these brains right here.
Okay, so first game I'm going to go with is one that you selected. I don't know if I can get away from it, and maybe there's a line move come Sunday, but it doesn't look like it. I'm also going to take the Green Bay Packers at -3. I think this is too good to be true at home against a Philly team that struggles turnover-wise, and Rodgers will absolutely love to take advantage of getting extra possession earlier, more possessions.
And Aaron Jones. But I thought you wanted Miles Sanders to get some points for you.
Hopefully there'll be some running in there as well.
Hopefully.
I do need to win fantasy this week, but I am playing I am playing first place.
We
so
both
tough.
do, to be honest.
Yeah. No, you're a lot safer than
We're almost there, America. Like, just to interrupt a little bit, we're in the contention of running playoffs, and if
you're a lot more in contention than me. Just
if it happens to be, we will be your reigning champions again. I mean, there's no sharing the champions, but I mean, if we're chopping the pot. Then I consider myself that to be the person. There we go.
All right, and the second game I'm taking purely on value. I'm going to take the New England Patriots plus 7.5.
Wow!
I can't get away from it. Wow. I trust Belichick to be able to outcoach Anthony Lynn. And I've told you this before. I haven't really said it this season, but I did say it a lot last season. I love really good coaching matchups, i.e., Andy Reid versus Bill O'Brien last season. So I will happily take.
Bill. Was not a good stop. Bill O'Brien.
But it's a coaching matchup. It's a coaching matchup that we had last season. In the playoffs, I was like, okay, I want the coaching advantage. So that's the same thing I'm going to do here. I'm going to take Bill Belichick to smoke Anthony Lynn, essentially. I mean, not smoke him per se, but you have such a big coaching advantage between Anthony Lynn and Bill Belichick. You got to take the advantageous points with Bill Belichick. It's so hard not to take it.
You know, I agree with that statement and the fact that both you and I really didn't agree that the Chargers should have been the favorite.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
That is like the only thing that's kind of fishy in that game. And I think I picked the over in that. You did. You know, my heart couldn't bet with the Patriots because, you know, with the Patriots, it is almost like rolling the dice. I will say that because if Cam Newton doesn't show up, you might be in trouble.
Yeah, you could be. But I think the New England defense will be able to nullify enough of the Chargers that Cam doesn't have to be, you know, all worldly. He just needs to be good enough in this game. So that's why I'm going with it.
I hope he can because his performance lately.
I mean, they were a missed Zane Gonzalez field goal from, you know, having overtime in that game.
Don't talk about my boy like that, all right?
I know. Sorry, I forgot that part. You like him. Yeah.
It's not that I like him. He's not my fantasy.
Yeah, I know, but you actually like him too.
God.
You actually do like him as a kicker. All right, so quick review. Andrew taking Seattle -5 and Green Bay -3. I am also taking Green Bay -3, and I'm taking New England and taking the points plus 7.5. You may not like it, but I'm comfortable picking them. It's points with Bill Belichick. You can't pass that up. Belichick always keeps games close. You can't deny that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
There's just helicopters over us, so we're just like, kind of like
not worried about. Not worried. What, you think they're suspicious of that choice I made? That's what you think?
Yeah. No. I don't know if I still have a warrant out, but no. I'm kidding, America. I'm kidding.
Thankfully, you don't. But let us know in the comments what you think about any of these matches. If you're betting any teasers, let us know in the comments below. Always like hearing other people's suggestions out there. But until next time, for Andrew Chang, I'm Daniel Saludo. If you like the content you got in this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe, tick the notification bell, and select all. That way you stay up to date with all of our latest videos and previews for the rest of the season. Onwards to week 14 after this. But until next time, make sure you get your bets in. And of course, don't forget to be a tease.